I just saw the trailer. What can we expect?
I think this movie is a great adventure story, and it's a great adventure story that is also about it's kind of a biopic in a way of a fictional character. So you're watching this story unfold and enjoying the high excitement of that, and then at the same time, there's a more of a focus on character and how he changes, I think, than you typically get in that kind of movie.
I'm asking you like Emily Clark asking you in the movie, who are you really?
Yeah.
Who is this young Han Solo, really?
Well, I think who you meet in this movie is really more of an idealist. He's kind of, he's in a tough background and he's fighting to make a new way of life for himself. And so some of the fun of the movie is getting to watch him learn lessons and have these kind of dangerous and hair-raising experiences for the first time.
Have you ever struggled? Have you ever asked yourself, can I really do this? Fit into Harrison Ford's character?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, well, yeah, but I think you have feelings like that on every movie, and your only recourse is to focus and double down on your work on the particular character you're playing.
Have you studied Harrison Ford?
Yeah, when I first got the role, I watched the original movies, like 1 through 7, and kind of absorbed as much as I could of him and the movies and the whole world of Star Wars. And so I tried to do that very early on, and then shift into working on just this movie in particular.
You had to learn slow talking like Harrison Ford.
Oh.
I met him several times.
Uh-huh.
The interviews are so...
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's probably more of a thing outside the movies than it is in the movies, yeah.
Okay. Have you any reaction from Harrison Ford after the studio announced that you become the part?
Yeah, I had lunch with him, and he was very encouraging and very supportive of me and the whole film.
So he gave you any advices, or?
He said, if anyone asks, tell them I told you everything you need to know and that you're not allowed to say anything.
I understand. I heard George Lucas was on the set
and
directed spontaneously a scene. How was that?
He didn't exactly direct a scene. He gave a note for one thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, it was really exciting, and it was nice to have his blessing on the project. And one of the things that I've really felt as I worked on Star Wars was just the debt of gratitude that we all owe him, because this whole universe that we're playing make-believe in for 40 years is something out of his imagination, and that's quite an unbelievable feat.
They ask you to do some extra lessons or training. What was it? What training you did?
We did a lot of stunt training at the beginning, and a lot of learning how to throw a punch, and learning how to fall off a thing, and learning how to and then kind of physical training, because these movies in particular you have to sort of be an athlete at the same time. So that was something that I hadn't done before.
You shoot this in England, Italy, and Canary Island, I guess. What was the most impressive place and why?
Well, all three were impressive in a different way. The studio, Pinewood, that we shot at was just a great studio with an unbelievable crew. And but I would say that being on top of the mountains in the Dolomites, we'd take a helicopter every morning and fly up to the top of this mountain and then shoot in the snow in these trenches from World War I. And it was just, yeah, it was really beautiful. And we'd just hang out all day there and have snowball fights and stuff.
We're here in Berlin, which is a German part of Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been here in Germany, Switzerland, or Austria?
I've never been to Austria. I've never been to Switzerland, although I think the Dolomites borders either Austria or Switzerland. I'm forgetting which, but it's in Italy, but it's right next to one of those. But I went to the film festival here a couple years ago and had a great time, and stayed here for a few more days to just explore the city, and I really loved it.
Your career starts with a short movie you playing with Spielberg's daughter. Is that correct?
Well, sort of, yes. She was in it. We made like a very silly little video when I was a kid, and we screened it at a friend of ours' bat mitzvah, and because she had asked us to make this video, and she was friends with Spielberg's daughter, and he was there and saw me in the video, and that's how I got an agent for the first time.
When you look back, how was that? How was it?
Crazy.
That,
I mean,
what I call a lucky punch.
yeah. It's really wild, and yeah, it's crazy to think about, and hard to even believe that happened.